What's good, everyone? This is Artist of Truth coming to you with another vlog entry on this wonderful, magnificent Wednesday afternoon. Yes, hump day. You already know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and make this relatively short this time. Justin Crawford. Justin Crawford is a former running back from West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, West Virginia College. He was actually on the invited out to the Falcons training camp, and his case has now went viral. Justin Crawford is facing, or should I say, will be serving 12 years in prison for having sexual intercourse and oral intercourse with a 12-year-old minor. Now, what I am about to say is probably not going to sit too well with a lot of people, but this is just my objective viewpoint on the situation. So allegedly, because I'm still trying to find the court documents giving more detail about this case, because right now I'm looking at the case objectively, and there's too many loopholes in this story. Really, it's too many loopholes in this story. The information that I had obtained about his case clearly stated that the 12-year-old was asleep in his living room. Now, the 12-year-old was asleep in his living room. There's nothing out there which is linking the two together. All right. So that's my first question. What in the hell is the 12-year-old doing sleeping in your living room? And mind you, Justin Crawford is married. So his wife came downstairs and saw him standing over her. Now, mind you, her statement was he was not erect. He had no erection. Also, it didn't state whether or not he had clothes on or he had clothes off. Okay? Just saying that he was standing over the 12-year-old. Now, was she asleep or was she awake is left to be determined. But the Justin Crawford's wife, when she came downstairs and she saw this at 5 o'clock in the morning, she took it upon herself to take the girl home to her mother. Now, why was this 12-year-old sleeping in his living room still is left to be untold. But rape kit was performed, and I'm trying to bring all of this back. Rape kit was performed. I'm totally and completely unaware of what this rape kit produced. Is it, confirmation that there was there was a rape or whatnot? Furthermore, the Justin initially stated that he did not have any sort of sexual intercourse with her, but then later recanted his story and said that it was her idea. Now, the post came up on social media, Facebook, and there were a lot of emotional responses to this incident. Now, mind you, me personally, I do not condone, I do not approve of a underage minor having any sort of sexual encounter with an adult male. You know, when you are under the age of 18, your only focus should be on enjoying your life, being being a teen, being an adolescent, being a toddler, just being a kid and enjoying your life. That's all. All of this extra shit that they are now trying to influence upon our offspring is really detrimental to their growth, and it's confusing to a lot of them. But again, I don't condone that. I've never found a child anywhere remotely attractive at all, period. That shit just doesn't sit right with my spirit at all. So as I objectively viewed and read the whole situation, I just couldn't help but to ask, is one question: why is it that an underage child's mind is not fully developed if he or she decides that they want to have sex with an adult? Follow me here, because I'm about to take you in a whole nother direction that's really, really and truly going to force a lot of you all to think about this. So, all right, a 12-year-old girl is not in her right mind if she decides that she wants to have sexual intercourse with an adult, whether it's male or female, right? Okay, follow me here. But a 12-year-old boy can come forward and say, I don't want to be a boy anymore. I want to be a girl. And you know what happens? Men and women alike will support that little boy in his decision, in his choice not to be a little boy, but he wants to be a little girl. Okay? The same thing would apply with a young girl. If a girl decides she doesn't want to be a little girl anymore, she wants to be a boy, then everyone would say, well, who are we to question what she feels? Right? Who are we to question what she feels? If she wants to be a little boy, then that's her choice. That is her right. Let her be that. But as it pertains to a 12-year-old girl, no one believes that 12-year-old girl is in her right mind. A lot of people have came out and said, well, she's not in her right mind. Her mind isn't fully developed. That's not what she wants. But who's to say that's not what she wanted? Who's to say that is not what she feels? Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can say whatever the hell you want to say about me. It's cool. But there's one thing that you cannot, and I repeat, there's one thing that you cannot say is if a 12-year-old or even a younger child says that I don't want to be a heterosexual male. I want to be a little girl because this is what I feel. Society will follow up and support this child. Seems very, very contradicting to me. But then you hear conversations come in about, well, that's a 12-year-old, he or she is not in their right mind. Okay, so when are they in their right mind, and when aren't they in their right mind is the question. So feel free to leave your comments below. As I always say, your joy and happiness belong solely unto you. Do not give your joy and happiness away to others, because that's yours. No one can take that away from you unless you give it to them willingly. So in the meantime, in between time, stay in love, stay empowered, and stay in the know. All right, talk with you soon.